Hey Medicos, today we are starting the lesson Plasma Proteins, which is the second lesson in blood. Under plasma proteins, we'll be studying different types of plasma protein, their normal values, their separation techniques, properties, origin, functions, plasmapheresis, and clinical aspects. Starting with the amount of plasma proteins, it is around 6.4 to 8.3 gram percent or gram per dl in blood. Different types of plasma proteins are albumin, globulin, and fibrinogen. Albumin is around 3 to 5 gram percent, globulin is around 2 to 3 gram percent, and fibrinogen is around 0.3 gram percent. Albumin to globulin ratio is 1.7:1, which may range from 1.5 to 2.5:1. Separation techniques. The first one is precipitate method. In precipitation method, we can separate albumin and globulin, where albumin remains in the solution and globulin can be precipitated with the help of 22% sodium sulfate. The second method is salting out. Here we can salt out globulin, where it gets divided into euglobulin and pseudoglobulin. Euglobulin can be fully saturated with NaCl solution, half saturation with magnesium sulfate, 1/3 by ammonium sulfate, and it is insoluble in water. While coming to the pseudoglobulin, it can be fully saturated with magnesium sulfate, half by ammonium sulfate. It is soluble in water and cannot be salted out with NaCl solution. Coming to the third method, electrophoretic method. This is based on difference in electrical charges and its rate of migration. This can be done with Tisselis apparatus, where we use a paper or cellulose or starch block. Here, albumin is 55%, alpha globulin is 13%, beta globulin is 14%, gamma globulin is 11%, and fibrinogen is 7%. The next method is Cohen's fractional precipitation, where we can differentiate albumin and globulin, and also different types of globulin. It is based on solubility. The fifth method is ultracentrifugation method, where we can separate all the three types of plasma proteins, that is albumin, globulin, and fibrinogen. It is based on its density. We can also determine molecular weight with the help of ultracentrifugation. The sixth method is gel filtration chromatography. It is column chromatography method. It is based on its size. Here, proteins can be separated when it passes through a bed of porous beads. The proteins can pass through the porous beads and its diffusion rate differs. Based on this, we can separate different proteins. The seventh method is immunoelectrophoretic method, which is based on electrophoretic pattern, which is and precipitate at antigen antibody site. It helps in quantitative differentiation also. Properties of plasma proteins. Molecular weight of albumin is 69,000, globulin is 1,56,000, fibrinogen is 4 lakh. Its oncotic pressure is around 25 mmHg and it's mainly contributed by albumin. Specific gravity is 1.026 and it also has buffer action. 1/6 of blood's buffer action is by plasma proteins. Origin, it is being formed during embryo stages in the mesenchyma cells. During adulthood, albumin and fibrinogen are formed in reticuloendothelial cells of liver and globulins are formed in beta lymphocytes. Next, functions. Coagulation of blood is done with the help of fibrinogen. Defense, globulin, mainly gamma globulin, take parts. So, gamma globulins are also called as antibodies or immunoglobulins. It helps in transport of different substances like hormones, iron, Iron is transported by transferrin, copper by celluloplasmin, free hemoglobin by heptoglobin, and bilirubin by albumin. The fourth function is maintenance of oncotic pressure. Plasma proteins are large in size, due to which they cannot pass through capillary membrane, so they exert colloidal osmotic pressure. Mainly it is exhibited by albumin. It is around 70 to 80%, and COP is 25 mmHg. Acid-base balance, which is mainly given by albumin, because it is attributed to its buffering action, which is around 15% of blood. Viscosity, mainly contributed by albumin. Erythrocyte sedimentation rate, it is attributed to the RBC's function of Raleigh formation. It is accelerated with the help of fibrinogen, which is a plasma protein. Suspension stability, it is that RBCs can maintain a uniform suspension in the blood. It is attributed to the globulin and fibrinogen. It helps in production of tryptophan substances, which are nutritive substances to the tissues. The 10th function is it acts as reserve protein. Whenever the body is under starvation, these plasma proteins breaks into amino acid and acts as a source of energy. Coming to the next topic, plasmapheresis, which was discovered by the scientist Whipple. It was done on a dog. First, the blood was removed from the dog. It was separated, that is, cells and plasma was separated. The cells were bathed in Lox solution, which is 4 gram percentage was the protein concentration, which was put back into the animal. Due to the deficiency of protein, the dog or the experimental animal went into shock. But later, with good protein diet, within 7 days, all the proteins was restored. If this experiment is conducted, removing the liver, and even after that if we give good protein diet, due to the lack of plasma proteins, the animal dies. So conclusion was that plasma proteins are very important for the survival, and it is being synthesized in liver. Dietary proteins and essential amino acids are required for the synthesis of plasma proteins. Animal origin food helps in increased secretion of albumin, and plant origin food helps in increased secretion of globulin. During starting 24 hours, there is excess secretion which helps in regeneration, and within 7 to 14 days, the whole plasma protein is regenerated in the body. Clinically, plasmapheresis can be used to treat autoimmune diseases, because autoimmune diseases is being caused by certain defense proteins. These proteins can be removed and the blood can be put back. Example, myasthenia gravis can be treated with the help of plasmapheresis. Other clinical aspects are hyperproteinemia, that is increased protein in the blood. It happens during dehydration, excess of glucocorticoids, or alcoholism. Hypoproteinemia means decrease in the protein in the blood. It happens during diarrhea, hemorrhage, malnutrition, and cirrhosis of liver. There can be alteration in the AG ratio. It occurs when either albumin decreases or globulin increases. Albumin increases during dehydration or excess of glucocorticoids, or globulin increases due to multiple myeloma and other cases. Thank you.